We're going to begin this SmackDown Live review. And you're probably wondering who the fuck this guy is. In your top left corner of the screen, JD, who's the guy with the glasses and the fucked up hair? Well, let's play a game of Don't Fuck with JD on social media. Okay? Or we can name this JD is a fucking savage. Okay? They call me Randy. Never mind the Macho Man. Listen to this. This fucking goon. This is what I deal with. I don't even fucking tweet. I haven't tweeted in fucking weeks because I just don't want to. I get fucking degenerates like this coming at me. I said on Twitter last night, it's not a review, speaking about Monday Night Raw. It's not a review. It's a straight lashing. If anyone praises this show in any way and digs deep to find the good, fuck off. WWE is horrible. Hashtag Raw. 45 retweets and 228 likes. This guy took it upon himself tonight to tweet me, and he stated, if I can find his fucking tweet, where the fuck is it? What did he say? Let me see what this guy said. He says, his name, by the way, I'm not even mentioning his name. He says, take your bad opinions somewhere else. Shaking my head. So, in typical JD fashion, I have to reply the only way that I know how. So I replied, take the fucking pennies you earn making minimum wage and go buy a fucking comb and brush your goddamn hair, asshole. There you go. This fucking asshole wants to come at me because Monday Night Raw was good. This is the reason the show sucks. This guy right here. You want to know why Monday Night Raw is a complete fucking abomination? It's guys like this right there. Point proven each and every week I come on here in front of this camera and in front of this microphone. I am JD. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight on the channel. SmackDown Live review for June 12th, 2017. Is it the 12th? Is it the 12th today or is it the 13th? It's the 13th. I don't even know my fucking days anymore, man. It's the 13th. June 13th, 2017. We got a lot to go over tonight, but before I do that, man, as always, thank you guys for everything. I did upload an off-the-script extra video today about Okada and Omega, the review you guys have asked for from Dominion. Omega and Okada number 2, 60 minutes, time limit draw for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. You guys wanted to know what I thought about it. So go and watch that video, man. It is live on the channel right now. You'll see the annotation linked in the video. It's about 40 minutes long, off the script extra. Very, very good video. I thought I did a very good job on it, being that I don't cover New Japan all that often. If you guys are interested in that in any way, shape, or form, please go and check that out right after the video here talking about SmackDown. If you guys want my thoughts on Monday Night Raw, people were saying it was one of my most angriest reviews of all time. If that's your cup of coffee, by all means, go and view it. It's on the channel right now, live in the annotation, along with the Omega Okada video. Monday Night Raw review for last night's show. And if you guys missed off the script, parts 1 and 2 for this past weekend, there was no Sunday video, being that there was no news, but there's a ton of news regarding a lot of different things for this week's show. So we got a big week coming up. If you guys missed any of that last week, live on the channel right now in the annotations in the video you're watching right now. If you guys want to support the show, obviously patreon.com/JDFROMNY206. You guys are going to get another episode of Off the Script Retro number 2. Episode number 2, we're going to be talking about WrestleMania 8, what went into WrestleMania 8, my opinions on the pay-per-view, what could have been WrestleMania 8, all the news and rumors leading up to that big WrestleMania from the Hoosier Dome in Indianapolis, Indiana, man. So make sure you guys are going to check that out. It should be coming up on Friday, man. So Friday is the day for that. If all goes well, it should be released right alongside Off the Script episode 174. So that is coming on Friday. Patreon.com/JDFROMNY206. Great way to do that. If you guys want episodes of Off the Script Extra, $3 or more for Patreons, you guys got access to that. You guys can pledge whatever you want, man. As little as $1 a month goes a long way to support this very channel and this podcast. So thank you to everybody that has pledged this week. You guys are going to get shout-outs on Off the Script this Friday. Another great way is Audible. Audible is offering everybody 30 days free to try their service out with one free audiobook of your choice. All you got to do is go through the sign-up process, fill in the appropriate information, use our unique link. There's a little kickback to the show. So you guys are directly supporting Off the Script and this channel by signing up for Audible, man. Free. Nothing is required from you. And for your time and efforts, you're going to get one free audiobook of your choice. A lot of wrestling-related content. AJ Lee is the hot one right now. Crazy is my superpower. Daniel Bryan. Bob Holly's book is there. Justin Roberts' book is coming. You guys can even pre-order Jim Ross's new book coming out in October. That's audibletrial.com/offthescript. If you guys don't want the wrestling books, you guys have over 180,000 books to choose from. So that's audibletrial.com/offthescript. Everybody listening gets a free book on the house. Take advantage of that. Unbelievable way to support the show. And I want to thank everybody over at Audible for sponsoring this channel. BarbershopWindow.com/offthescript for your official JD merchandise. We are official partners with Barbershop Window and Pro Wrestling Tees. My Pro Wrestling crate was shipped today, so we should be getting that for an unboxing next week. So you guys should look out for that. So Pro Wrestling Tees and Barbershop Window, man. BarbershopWindow.com/offthescript. $19.99. They ship worldwide. And the hot seller on there right now, the two biggest sellers right now for me are JD is Negan and the JD is Negan Get Off My TV hit list design. So make sure you guys go and check that out if you want your shirts for the summertime, man. No better way to head to the beach than with some JD merchandise representing, man. Thank you guys so much for everything. SmackDown Live, man. Let's talk about it. Raw was an abomination. SmackDown Live was no better. It was a very boring show. Not really all that interested in anything WWE is doing right now, and a lot of that stems from Monday Night Raw, man. Monday Night Raw leaves you in such a bad mood. It leaves a fucking miserable taste in your mouth that you cannot wash out for weeks on end. And SmackDown usually is at least a little bit better. I cared nothing about this show at all tonight. I think WWE right now, to be perfectly honest with you, there's either people that don't give a fuck about what they're doing right now in that company, or they are just on cruise control, and they cannot wait to get till SummerSlam, because they don't know what the fuck they are doing with the current product right now, man. New Orleans, Louisiana, I hope you guys are a little bit more lively come WrestleMania season next year, because the 2 days that they were in Louisiana, you guys were fucking absolutely awful. Absolutely awful, man. Raw was a terrible crowd. SmackDown was no better. A little bit better than Raw, but still. Miserable fucking New Orleans crowd. Both nights. One from the Cajun Dome and then one here. I don't even know where the fuck they were. The Smoothie King Arena. I think everybody was out getting a fucking strawberry smoothie than actually watching a wrestling show tonight. You guys know the old joke there when they come to the Smoothie King Arena. And this show started off with The New Day coming to the ring with a local jazz band, which was pretty cool, man. Their names were the Soul Rebels. They wore neon, and they were all very colorful. They were doing the saxophones and the flutes and the fucking drums, and it was a nice little aesthetic, man. It was a nice visual there for the New Day's entrance. But this was nothing but an 8-man tag. It was an 8-man tag featuring 4 teams that are in the SmackDown Live Tag Team Division. New Day, Breezango teaming up against the Usos and the Colognes. Breezango's been feuding with the Usos and the Colognes. New Day is getting into a program with the Usos at Money in the Bank. So, what do you think was going to happen? You know, the heels were going to retreat. The New Day have been back on SmackDown Live ever since coming over from Monday Night Raw. They're going to be made to look good going into the pay-per-view. So they got a nice little pin over the Colognes here. Nothing out of the ordinary. Very cut and dry, very basic by the numbers here. Absolutely nothing. We had New Day and Breezango win when Xavier Woods pinned Primo with a huge double stomp off the top rope, and that was pretty much it, man. John Cena. Let me talk about this John Cena thing, man, because we went over this last night for the Monday Night Raw review, and I gave you my thoughts on that. Roman Reigns is having a major announcement next week for Monday Night Raw. We don't know what it is. I insinuated that it could be a match with John Cena, because WWE right now is promoting John Cena as a free agent. He's not specifically with one brand. I don't know how that came about. Hopefully he dives into that and gives us an explanation on July 4th when he does make his comeback to the WWE just in time for the build to SummerSlam. It's not out of the ordinary for WWE to want to do Roman Reigns and John Cena. They've teased it on WWE.com. They teased it on the YouTube channel. It's been talked about. I think Michael Hayes mentioned it in the last Table for Three with Bischoff and Cornette. That was one of the matches that he wanted, or he pitched for WrestleMania, Roman Reigns versus John Cena. So it's obviously in the back of their minds at some point, if not this year. It could happen at SummerSlam, but to me, Vince McMahon probably sees that as a WrestleMania caliber match. But it's not out of the ordinary, and it's definitely not out of the question for Roman Reigns' announcement and then him coming back on July 4th to SmackDown John Cena. There were rumors going around that Braun Strowman is medically cleared to return. That is false. Braun Strowman is not medically cleared to return. He is medically cleared to be back in the ring training. WWE will clear him when they have something for him. That is the latest news, and that's exclusive. You're not going to hear that anywhere else. Braun Strowman is not medically cleared to come back to the WWE. He will be medically cleared. He could be medically cleared, but WWE hasn't given the okay yet. He will be cleared when they have plans for him to continue where he left off going on into SummerSlam. He is medically cleared only to be back in the ring training to get off the ring rust that probably has developed since he's been away. Okay, so I just want to let you guys know about that. Again, not out of the ordinary here for Braun Strowman to interfere in Roman Reigns' announcement, because Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman, they've been tied together. Roman took out Braun, and that could lead to Braun and Roman getting a match at Great Balls of Fire, and the winner of that would go on to fight Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. That is another possibility that I want to let you guys know, and I want to make sure you guys are aware of that. So any of those things could happen. I'm just throwing everything at the wall, and hopefully one of them sticks. So we could either see Roman and John Cena at SummerSlam, probably not, but it's not out of the question. WWE's probably saving that for WrestleMania. Or we see Braun Strowman come and interfere in Roman's announcement, and their match is booked for Great Balls of Fire. And the winner of that goes on to fight Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam for the WWE Universal Championship. But again, don't take me and my word for anything. I'm just throwing shit out there. If it sticks, it sticks. If it happens, it happens. If not, it doesn't. Okay? We still don't even know what's going to happen with Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar. Because, interestingly enough, WWE posted the video of last night's big pull-apart brawl from Monday Night Raw. It did something like 4 million views in just a couple of hours. So people are clearly invested and interested in what is going on with Brock Lesnar and Samoa Joe. Again, it's not out of the ordinary, and things have happened. Stranger things have happened. WWE could change their minds about what they want to do here, and they could give Joe the Universal Championship. Again, I'm just throwing shit at the wall, and if it sticks, it sticks. Because if that is doing those kind of numbers on WWE's YouTube page, and that means people are invested, possible change could be made on the fly to go with the more popular hand. Maybe people don't want Lesnar to be the Universal Champion. Maybe they want to see Samoa Joe built up as a dominant beast. Maybe they want to see fresh blood. Maybe they want to see the championship back on Monday Night Raw. You know? Weirder things have happened. Stranger things have been seen in WWE. So I'm just letting you guys know of what is going on right now coming out of Monday Night Raw. Those are the big stories right now. Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar doing big numbers on YouTube for WWE. Roman's announcement and what it could be. John Cena being a free agent. The other reason about John Cena being a free agent, and WWE added 2 video packages about John Cena and his comeback. They're obviously making you aware this is a big deal. He's a free agent. Free agent John Cena. WWE clearly, and I think the ratings for last night, I got the ratings right here from Wade Keller. Monday Night Raw did a 1.75 rating last night, down from the 2.04 rating of the show of last week. That is probably the lowest number ever for WWE. That has to be the lowest number ever. And I prayed to the most holy God that I hope that they get lower, because they deserve it. After last night's show, they deserve it. I don't care what you are going up against. It gives you no excuse. It is no excuse to take a week off and put the most important thing on at 8 o'clock, have that be over by 8:20, and then feature absolutely nothing of importance for the remainder of the show. That is not fair to the fans. That means you don't give a shit about the show. That means you're fucking giving up and don't give a fuck about anything going on with this company. You're just throwing in the towel and taking the week off. And we see it. The crowd feels it. The performers fucking execute everything half-assed. There's no feeling. There's no meaning. There's no emotion. And the rating shows it. And creatively, Monday Night Raw is a complete fucking disaster. A 1.75 rating. I'm not sorry about Raw getting a 1.75 rating. I'm actually fucking happy. Because the sooner that the ratings dip lower and lower and lower, the sooner this shit will be off television. Or the fact that New Japan comes into the United States and comes into Long Beach and fucking blows everybody away. Hopefully they, come on in to the United States and ruffle WWE's feathers here and shakes up the foundation a little bit and actually fucking has the WWE shitting their fucking pants. I can only hope. Because with no competition here, WWE clearly doesn't give a fuck. They're going to look at this and be like, there's nobody else. We could do whatever the fuck we want. We're still making our money. Ratings mean nothing. Ratings mean nothing. But when they come to negotiate a USA contract again in 2 years with the USA Network, and USA looks at their numbers, well, look at this, a 1.75 rating. What's going on, Vince? We told you about a brand split. We told you about the shakeup. Nothing seems to be working. It's not us. It must be you. Oh, ratings don't mean anything. Done. Nakamura. You got Nakamura on SmackDown, and you got the perfect 10 over there on SmackDown. We need those guys on Monday Night Raw, man. Roman Reigns is not enough. They'll start making excuses, They'll be like, oh, Cena's not there, and Nakamura's not there, AJ Styles is over there. Give me a break. Give me a break. So, John Cena being a free agent is another out for WWE to get him to be on SmackDown and Monday Night Raw, because the ratings lie in John Cena. They might help a little bit, or he might help a little bit with the ratings, but he is nothing but a mere Band-Aid. There's a deep-rooted issue here. It's not John Cena. You can use John Cena however you want him, okay? But the deep-rooted issue here is WWE Raw is fucking garbage. The creative writing is fucking garbage. There's a reason why we shit all over this show every week. Hollywood writers have no business being in a professional wrestling environment. Okay, this is not Days of Our Lives. This is not General fucking Hospital. Okay? This guy or these guys who work in creative don't give a fuck about wrestling. They don't even know how to spell WWE. And they're writing for a Bray Wyatt and a Seth Rollins and a Roman Reigns and a Braun Strowman. Once in a blue moon, they'll put out a good segment that we could say, you know what, that was a good segment. But as for an overall show, it's fucking garbage. So they rely on John Cena, and everything I told you about John Cena coming back on July 4th could happen, but the real reason why he's a free agent is because WWE wants to use him on Raw to try and bolster the ratings, because their ratings are fucking miserable right now. So that's the reason John Cena is a free agent. And we're going to go over this again on Off the Script. But being that they did it twice, and they showed you 2 video packages from John Cena, just goes to show you that, you know what, they're getting a little desperate right now. And they want to let you know that he is a free agent and that he could end up on Monday Night Raw whenever he wants. So we'll see what happens with that. AJ Styles told Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura, that they have a match coming up. Sami walked up and wanted to talk about strategy rather calmly. He began talking out loud and went over a bunch of things that they should do. Shinsuke looked at Sami like he was being a freak. He offered high fives, but Styles and Nakamura didn't really reciprocate the high fives. Sami then asked if he could be, or if there could be a celebration later. Sami said, of course there will be, and left. Shinsuke told Styles, I like him. I like him. I am not really all that keen on what they're doing with Shinsuke Nakamura, and I've been very vocal about this for weeks now. I don't like that he's in backstage segments. I don't like that he's hanging out on camera doing these backstage segments. I don't like the fact that he's on SmackDown each and every fucking week for the last month and a half. I don't. I don't like the fact that he's got pyro in his fucking entrance. It's unnecessary. It's unneeded. There's a story on that as well. Triple H is frustrated with Vince McMahon because Vince McMahon and Kevin Dunn have the final say over the entrances on Raw and SmackDown. Who do you think added the fireworks to the entrance of Shinsuke Nakamura? I'll give you one fucking guess. I'll give you one guess. It wasn't Triple H.
Nakamura? What can we do to make him different, man? You know what? When we go to Chinatown, they got those big dragons and the explosions, man. We could add explosives to his introduction, man, to his entrance. Yeah, I like that. What do you think about that, Vince?
Oh, Dunn, you did a great deed here, Dunn. You went to Chinatown and you had sushi with duck sauce. I like that idea, Dunn. You gotta get out more often. I know it stains your teeth, but you made a good observation.
Oh, thank you, Vince. Nakamura. Did you see Okada and Omega? 60 minutes? I don't even take 60 minutes at the dentist for my deep cleaning, man. Omega.
You know? Fuck that guy, man. Fuck Vince McMahon. Fuck Vince McMahon. Why? Why do you add fireworks to Shinsuke Nakamura's entrance? I mean, really? Is he a bodybuilder? Is he fucking spectacular? Is he fucking one of these wacky characters? You know, the main thing about Nakamura was the fact that he was off TV, and every time we see him, you know, when he was on TV, it was special. And the fact that his introduction was mesmerizing. It was just so simple. The lights, the name, the charisma, you know, everything just simplified. Now you gotta add fireworks to his entrance that are invisible. It's just an explosion. It's just noise. It's fucking retarded. Now, I might be grabbing for the fucking crumbs at the bottom of the cookie jar, complaining about that, but it's fucking retarded. I mean, why? How does that enhance? I would love to ask this question. How does that enhance Nakamura's entrance? Nobody has an answer for me. Oh, it sounds cool. Oh, it sounds badass. Nakamura's the king of strong style. How much more badass can he be? You gotta have fucking fireworks to his entrance? Jesus Christ. Little by little. Changing shit up. Not needed. Guy comes from NXT, a complete fucking superstar. Comes out after WrestleMania, fucking biggest ovation you'll ever hear. Then they want to add fireworks to his fucking entrance. I don't want to hear fireworks. I want to hear fucking the crowd singing along with the music with no fucking interruption. That's the whole entrance right there. Absolutely out of their mind, retarded. But I don't know what's going on here. Are they setting up Shinsuke versus Sammy again? Maybe that's for SummerSlam? I don't know. Are they building a dynamic between AJ and Shinsuke here that will further their storyline into next year when they eventually cross paths for a bigger reason? I don't know. But I'm not liking Nakamura being featured so much on SmackDown Live. You know? That's where John Cena should come into play. Nakamura doesn't need to be on TV every fucking week, but you got John Cena coming back. There you got that gap filler right there. But WWE doesn't think that way. They want to make John Cena a free agent because Monday Night Raw is suffering, so SmackDown has to suffer too. Dasha Fuentes interviewed Mojo Rawley. He said a small part of him is glad that he lost last week because now he knows how to respond to adversity. So the best part of Mojo is yet to come. Zack Ryder is cleared medically to come back. He walked up behind Mojo Rawley and said that he has nothing to be ashamed of. Zack Ryder says that they have some unfinished business as a team. Mojo was happy and they shook hands and they are back, man. The Hype Bros are back. I like this pairing. I really do. I like them in NXT. I like them when they made SmackDown and put them on SmackDown. There's a reason why Mojo was defeated so quickly against Jinder Mahal last week, because Zack Ryder was always meant to come back. Mojo on his own is going nowhere. There's no plans for Mojo on his own. That gimmick has a very, very small ceiling. He has a much larger ceiling with Zack Ryder. I think they could be a very dominant team in the tag team division. I think they could be a very, very good baby team in the tag team division. Now, you know, SmackDown Live, they clearly have the much better tag team division than Monday Night Raw at this stage of the game. Monday Night Raw is not doing anything right. And it starts from the top and it works all the way down. Everything about that show is completely fucking miserable except Samoa Joe. Clear as day. So SmackDown has the much better tag team division. They, according to some, probably don't need to be on SmackDown. But I like their inclusion there because it makes SmackDown that much better. Maybe they can move them over to Monday Night Raw. I don't know. But do you really want anybody going over to Monday Night Raw? Whoever is over there now, I don't want over there right now. Because they're fucking terrible. Everything that they touch fucking disintegrates into dust. It's garbage. So, Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder back. Zack Ryder is medically cleared, according to Ryan Satin, back with SmackDown Live. Naomi versus Tamina. This wasn't that bad. Tamina scored a near fall after hitting a chokeslam. Tamina climbed to the top rope. Naomi yanked her to the mat, then did a split-legged moonsault off the top, Johnny Mundo style, and pinned Naomi, or pinned Tamina rather. Naomi wins. This wasn't that bad. After the match, Lana attacked Naomi. She was in that blue gown. She did a very, very beautiful sit-out powerbomb to Naomi. So I'm gonna continue to be reserved on Lana. Hopefully, Lana can really surprise a lot of people, man. And it was a very nice sit-out powerbomb. She held up the title. It matched the dress. She held it up. The crowd booed. She laid the title on Naomi. I'm thinking if WWE is putting Lana in this situation, hopefully there are, are minds in the WWE right now that are thinking the bigger picture. If Lana is being put in this situation, I'm hoping that they know something that we don't. I'm hoping that they think that she is ready for this type of situation. And I hope so. If they're putting her in the ring with Naomi for a championship match, I'm hoping that everybody that runs SmackDown believes in Lana enough that she will get through this and she will do okay. But the one thing I don't like is the fact that she's getting a WWE Women's Championship match for doing absolutely nothing. Not only does that devalue Naomi's run, but it devalues the fucking title. Because titles are supposed to be fought for, titles are supposed to be earned. Lana has done nothing to earn a championship match. That's the biggest thing here. That's the biggest takeaway. But Lana with a beautiful sit-out powerbomb, man. There you go. Hopefully she can prove us wrong at Money in the Bank. It's going to be something that I'm going to be monitoring very closely because I've been very vocal about this, man. Lana just comes off like Eva Marie and Emelina Reborn. But clearly Eva Marie was not capable of that type of maneuver. So I might be jumping the gun here, but we'll see what happens. I will give you a broader perspective on Lana after Sunday. If it sucks, you will know. If it's good, I will certainly let you guys know. But right now, I'm going to hold my thoughts back. I'm going to be reserved, and I'm going to give Lana a chance. Jinder Mahal and the Singh brothers walk to the ring. Everybody is making a big deal about Mahal's entrance right now because he comes up with the fucking garb around his face. He's looking like someone who's about to blow up a fucking building, But I don't know what it is with Jinder Mahal. I don't know, man. Again, I made this comment last week. The guy needs to put some bass in his fucking in his voice, man. It's like he sounds like his balls haven't dropped yet. You're the WWE champion. You're going up against a 13-time champion in Randy Orton in the main event of Money in the Bank. Sound angry. Sound forceful. Sound vicious. What are you doing? I cut a better promo. My Monday Night Raw review from last night was a better promo than what Jinder Mahal did on SmackDown Live. I don't get it. I really don't. Show some fucking passion in your promo, man. It's like he's holding it back. It's like he's got half of a fucking voice. I don't like that at all. He said that he will prove on Sunday that Orton is a coward who is afraid to let his hometown down. His family will be sitting at ringside. He mentioned his father by name. Randy has yet to come out and face him like a man. He says that it's fear of Jinder, the modern-day Maharaja. He also said that he now hides in the weeks leading up to this match, and he is a defanged garden snake. He said that he will tear him down piece by piece until there is nothing left of the Orton name. He said that the day the Viper is finished, it will be a new day in the modern era of the Maharaja. He said that he would speak to his people in his native tongue of Punjabi. So after that, a USA chant broke out. Orton's music hit. They all looked towards the entrance. What do you think happened? Out of nowhere, RKO on Jinder Mahal as the Singh brothers, looking like a bunch of fucking goons, looking at the entrance. Randy Orton comes from underneath the ring or from the crowd or wherever the fuck he comes from. RKO on Jinder Mahal in the middle of the ring. He slithers out, and the crowd's going crazy. There you go. Again, nothing out of the ordinary here. Same old song and dance from Jinder Mahal. Randy Orton's a coward. USA, USA. I'm going to defile your family's name. Blah, blah, blah. You know, but John Cena's coming back on July 4th. I'm going with Jinder. I'm going with Jinder, the anti-American, to interrupt John Cena on July 4th. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. I don't know. I don't know how we're going to get there. I don't know, you know. Whatever. Randy Orton put over Mark Henry twice. Why not Jinder Mahal? We'll see what happens. Not really particularly a good segment. Again, like I said, cut and dry from Jinder Mahal. We'll see what happens at Money in the Bank. Charlotte versus Natalya. This is something that, I was kind of interested in because these two have a decent history. Had a great match down in NXT years ago. Charlotte wins here clean. Charlotte made a comeback by countering a sharpshooter attempt, quickly finished Natalya off with a big boot and a natural selection to follow for a clean win over Natalya. Really wasn't anything all that special. I mean, the match went about 6 minutes, 7 minutes. I just wasn't impressed by anything here. Charlotte won. So, in my mindset, Charlotte winning here probably means she's not going to win the Money in the Bank because she got one over on Natalya. Natalya right now, to me, has a better chance of winning the Money in the Bank. Charlotte right now is a babyface. I don't think Charlotte necessarily needs the Money in the Bank, and we'll talk about this on Friday's episode of Off the Script because it's going to be the preview and prediction show. Charlotte doesn't need the Money in the Bank because of who she is. She can get a championship match anytime she wants. I believe she is still owed one anyway because the one that she had interference in it. So she's probably due to have another championship match anyway. She doesn't need the briefcase. And we all know, historically, the briefcase goes for the heels. Natalya's a heel who's been playing a very, very good heel. Carmella's been playing a decent heel who gets no reaction, but being that she could be a potential Money in the Bank candidate, it could really enhance her character. So we'll see what happens, man. I'm not going with Tamina. I'm not going with Becky. I'm not going with Charlotte. It's either Carmella or Natalya. If I had to choose one right now, just an early preview of the preview and prediction show, I'm going with Natalya. I am going with Natalya to win the Money in the Bank briefcase. We move on here. The Fashion Files had another segment here, and it was titled Sweet Victory. Fandango said in his thoughts again, speaking within his thoughts, which we could hear, Breezy, apparently, Tyler Breeze, was attacked in the Fashion Police locker room or their office area. He found Breeze attacked on the floor in the back. Fandango asked him to describe who attacked him. Breeze says, among other traits, they had one arm. He said, no, 2 arms. As Breeze described the culprits, Fandango sketched them, and he revealed it was a picture of 2 stick figures. Breeze said, that's them. And they left together. Are these segments getting worse to anybody? I mean, I enjoy them, but they're just not as funny as when we first seen them. You know, whatever. You know, as long as they're on television. They were in the opening match. They're standing next to the New Day. It can't be all that bad for the Fashion Police. Fuentes interviewed Lana backstage. She laughed about what she did to Naomi. I wonder why, being that we know she doesn't have an accent on Total Divas. Why she's not talking without the accent. I mean, drop it already. You're not with Rusev. Who the fuck knows where Rusev is? She's not with Rusev. Drop the act already. Kofi Kingston dropped the fucking accent. He's not Jamaican man anymore. So why can't Lana do it? I would take Lana a little bit more seriously if she spoke in her normal voice. But that's just me. Hopefully we still get that. But she's still talking in the Russian accent. She said she will shock the world when she crushes Naomi and becomes the first ever ravishing SmackDown Women's Champion. Kevin Owens, Baron Corbin, and Dolph Ziggler versus AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Sami Zayn. We had Sami Zayn, Styles, and Nakamura win this match. We had a Blue Thunder Bomb, as always, from Sami Zayn. He didn't go for a cover. We had Styles and Nakamura, Owens and Ziggler. They were yanked to the floor. Sami managed to get his haluva kick on Baron Corbin here to pin Baron Corbin for the clean victory. I don't know, man. I'm going to go over this again, and I'm going to continue to repeat this. I don't believe Shinsuke Nakamura is in this ladder match. I don't believe Shinsuke Nakamura is repeatedly on SmackDown. I understand that they're building towards this ladder match. He shouldn't even be in the ladder match. He shouldn't be featured this much on SmackDown Live. He's losing his appeal quickly. And WWE is doing everything to make me not want to see Shinsuke Nakamura. Obviously, I want to see him, but I'm not as hyped to see him already. And this is coming from a WWE fan. I can imagine how some of you guys feel. But after the match, we had Owens and Ziggler rammed the ladder into Sami Zayn. They pulled the ladder from underneath the ring. Then the same thing to Styles. Ziggler was in the mood to celebrate. Owens wasn't. He pointed up and said it's all about him. The camera showed the briefcase. Missing Corbin, hitting both Owens and Sami with the ladder. And then obviously we had Shinsuke, coming from behind, and he gave the Kinshasa to Baron Corbin. Very shitty Kinshasa, by the way. I don't know what the fuck Corbin was doing there. He just took it completely wrong. Shinsuke sets up the ladder, climbs the ladder, almost fucking falls off the top of the ladder, climbing up there. Another reason why I don't think he should be in the ladder match. Takes him forever to pull the briefcase off the hinge, and he holds the briefcase to close the show on top of the ladder. So, what do we see here? Shinsuke is not winning the ladder match on Sunday. I'm still sticking with Baron Corbin. It's either, to me, Baron Corbin or Sami Zayn. That's who I think is going to win the Money in the Bank. Styles doesn't need it. Owens is the U.S. champion. He doesn't need it. Nakamura doesn't need it. He's a babyface. We got Baron Corbin. We got Sami Zayn, who are the top two right now. Dolph Ziggler's definitely not winning it. So, out of those 6 guys, I'm going with either Corbin or Zayn. And if I had to choose one of those two, I'm going with Baron Corbin. He's been my pick since the beginning of the year. I think Baron Corbin's going to win the Money in the Bank. That's just me. And I think Baron Corbin's a future WWE champion on this brand. Again, that's just my opinion. I'm sticking to that. But again, nothing really all that special about this. SmackDown, very cut and dry, very by the numbers here. This was a go-home show for Money in the Bank. Didn't feel like one because I clearly wasn't all that invested in what they had going on here. Money in the Bank should be a very, very good pay-per-view, but the lay of the land in WWE right now, man, it's a trickle effect. If you are so fucking disgusted by something that happens on Monday Night Raw, that usually bleeds into SmackDown Live. If SmackDown Live puts on the greatest show ever, you're still feeling the effects of what happened on Monday Night Raw. If Monday Night Raw put on at least a decent show, we would be a little bit more animated for SmackDown Live. It was so bad last night that I just honestly did not care. I'm going to watch NXT tomorrow. Hopefully Lucha Underground with the Cueto Cup. The Cueto Cup is starting up. Hopefully that is something to look forward to, and we got some excitement on Lucha Underground and NXT tomorrow. But WWE right now is pretty much going through the motions, man. I'm not feeling anything they're doing right now. It could be the greatest show ever, man. I'm just not feeling it right now, and things need to change fast. Everything just seems so fucking boring, and I don't understand why. They got some of the best fucking talent in the world in this business, and they're not doing anything to make the fans excited. I just don't know what they got to do, man. So, this coming Friday, we got Money in the Bank preview and predictions. We're going to go over everything, plus news and rumors. Big show this weekend, man. Tomorrow, NXT and Lucha Underground. NXT tomorrow, Lucha Underground on Thursday. We got the Kenny Omega Okada review live off the script this past weekend. Live Monday Night Raw review live right now off the script. Retro going up this Friday if everything goes well. So look forward to that, man. Big week coming up. I might even do some WWE 2K17 match simulations for Money in the Bank. We'll see how I feel, man, if I fire up my PS4. But thank you guys so much. Follow me on Twitter at JDFROMNY206. Hit that subscribe button down below with that bell for the notification. Let's get up to 79,000 subscribers this weekend, man. I would love to hit that number. And if you guys want to support, patreon.com/JDFROMNY206. $3 or more gets you Off the Script Retro, and as little as $1 a month gets you early access to Off the Script each and every weekend, plus access to my Discord WWE Off the Script chat. So make sure you guys check that out. Patreon.com/JDFROMNY206. IRWNetwork.com. If you guys don't want to support the Patreon page and get Off the Script Retro, Off the Script Retro, the only other place you can listen to it is on IRWNetwork.com and audibletrial.com/Off the Script for your free audiobook. Great way to support this show, man. I'm JD. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you tomorrow for NXT. If I hear anything else news-wise, be on the lookout for a possible Off the Script extra tomorrow as well. I'm JD. I'll see you guys for NXT. Until then, have a good night, and I'll see you all tomorrow night.